Good day! Welcome to this online presentation for Principles of Exercise Prescription. My name is Benjamin Raymond and today I will be running through the process of standard initial client consultation. The presentation will include a brief introduction of the client, their reason for organizing the appointment, their previous medical and exercise history, and a description of the client's current health status as determined by the pre-exercise screening process. The needs analysis will evaluate the physical and physiological demands to suit the goals they have established for selected activities. In summary, the appropriate action plan and recommendation designed for the client's future involvement will be suggested. The client is a 24-year-old male with a resulting body mass index of 27.5. According to this ratio, the client is placed in the overweight category of the BMI scale. He is a full-time university student who lives with his parents and works part-time on weekends. The client has a higher resting blood pressure of 130 over 70 millimeters of mercury. My client scheduled the consultation to improve his overall physical fitness and dietary habits. Before starting university, he used to be a runner and practiced sprint interval training for 300 to 350 minutes per week at moderate or vigorous intensity. This combination of physical activity was in alignment with the ACSM recommendations. By prioritizing his studies, the client's recent physical activity levels indicate a relatively sedentary lifestyle. He currently exercises 2 times per week of light to moderate intensity resistance weight training for approximately 60-minute sessions, which places him well below these guidelines. After receiving an informed consent, pre-screening data was collected. Pre-exercise screening tools are used to assess the client's current health statement and to determine any potential risk factors that may affect their ability to perform physical activity. The client completed 4 pre-exercise questionnaires to ensure a comprehensive collection of past medical history, current lifestyle, and physical activity information. After the pre-exercise screening was concluded, the client indicated no obvious risk factors and was safe to commence an exercise program with appropriate monitoring and caution immediately. A summary of the results have been listed below. Considering all factors and limitations, the client's goals were separated into 3 subcategories. The health goals are to improve cardiovascular and muscular endurance while slightly altering body composition. The performance goals are to improve agility, flexibility, and stability. The behavior-related goals were to improve time management skills between training and university and monitoring their diet by adopting proper eating habits. Before creating an action plan, a needs analysis of distance running was explained to the client. Distance runners typically have small physiques and display lean body composition, which allows greater running efficiency. For successful performance in a 5-kilometer run, the main physiological requirement is cardiovascular endurance. Therefore, the aerobic energy system is primarily used. Hamner and al. Have identified the primary muscles involved in running. To sustain long distance over time, runners must exhibit high levels of muscular and cardiovascular endurance. It ensures that they recover quickly and limits fatigue throughout the run. Flexibility and stability play a role in injury prevention due to the high-impact nature of the sport. The client was referred to consult a dietitian for any nutritional advice. In summary, my client initiated a consultation to improve his overall physical fitness and dietary habits. Since he started university, his priorities changed and he developed a relatively sedentary lifestyle. Nonetheless, my client desires to improve his cardiovascular fitness and agility to eventually build an aerobic capacity that will allow him to run 5 kilometers without stopping. After performing a pre-exercise screening, it allowed us to identify him as a low-risk client. A needs analysis relative to the client's goals revealed that overall long-distance running requires high levels of muscular and cardiovascular endurance. Together, we have assessed and set specific goals. However, initial consults did not provide enough information for training plan development, and so further appointments are necessary. Moving forward, my client and I have discussed an action plan to guide exercise prescription. We have organized focused follow-up consultations where he will start by performing physical fitness tests to measure his current physical and physiological baseline data relative to the activity requirements, and they have been listed below. The combination of these tests will help us recognize the client's current strengths and weaknesses, supporting the basis for an exercise program. As per Australian guidelines, the client should engage in 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week, in this case distance running. The program will include portions of resistance training, sprint training, and aerobic conditioning. A pyramidal and polarized training approach will be favored. By organizing training sessions into zones based on a percentage of goal race pace, this allows periodized training, resulting in gradual, progressive, long-term stable improvements. Once refined through the needs analysis, one main SMART goal has been established for the client. He will run in his neighborhood every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after uni. Every month, the total distance achieved will progressively increase. He will also reduce the initial time by June this year, where he will partake in a 5-kilometer charity run. The client states that his reason for running is to help with university stress as well as to control body fat level, which both involve extrinsic motivation. Studies have shown that people are more likely to stick to a task if they are intrinsically motivated. That being said, the client was encouraged to either listen to music or run with a training partner since he would enjoy it. The client will be closely monitored throughout the program, and at the end, his progress will be evaluated using anthropometric measurements and by comparing post-exercise, pre-exercise program results. Thank you for listening.